John, any updates on TK and Scotty Lawton?
No.
Okay. One of them, I guess, TK skated today. Is that a good?
No update. I haven't talked to trainers at all today about them.
It looks like Cam Atkinson is back. He also skated as well.
No update.
John, can you talk a little bit about Morgan Frost? You've given him more responsibility lately and more time. What have you seen from him with the added?
He's made more plays. He's played better. He's made more plays. It's not just him, but I think that's been a good line. That's why they're getting more ice time.
You had killing penalties as well. Like, how much more does that responsibility equate to confidence rewarded?
Well, it's if he earns the time, I'm going to give it to him. I think that's part of the process we're going through with a lot of players. So he did some in the preseason, injuries and stuff like that, so he gets a chance at it now also.
When you first got here, you said that Kevin Hayes was one of the players that you thought was more there. Where do you feel like you are at right now with him in trying to unlock whatever that potential may be?
Yeah, we got more work to do. Very, very good with the puck, but still some things to work on as far as away from the puck.
When you say away from the puck, I guess that's a broad term. Do you mean like just defensively? Do you mean trying to get
Responsibilities, defensively, responsibilities. His biggest strength, obviously, is his playmaking. He's makes a lot of good plays. I think he's a point-a-game guy right now, which is really good, really important for us. But there are other habits, I think. That's what I'm trying to work on as far as in his game that I think needs to change. Good.
Do you have one more?
Go ahead.
Yeah. It looked like you had him at wing today. Or I don't know if these are the lines that you're rolling with tonight when Kate's at center.
He's going to start at wing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you looking for him in that role in particular? I don't recall him playing wing recently.
Yeah. He went with the injuries and all that. That's just the way the lines have popped out, and I want to continue to develop Catesy as a center. I think Catesey's more responsible down low defensively, so it kind of goes hand in hand with your question. The first question. There's been some struggles there in that part of the game. Certainly not trying to turn Kevin into a checker, but I'm going to try to take a little pressure off him in that part and use Catesy there.
Tanner is back up with the team now.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries have decimated you guys recently.
Mm-hmm.
When we talked to you weeks ago, I know you said you wanted to see more from Tanner. You wanted him to show you who he is. What are you looking for him to show you now that he has this opportunity?
Just that. That's why he was sent down. He wasn't. But I talking to Chuck yesterday, I think he's had a couple good games. I'm not sure how many games he did play. But there were some good things to him, and he gets the call back.
Looks like he's also going to be on the power play as well.
Yeah, we're down to short strokes, and that's not a criticism, but we've just lost so many players. I mean, we got to put a couple of units out there, and Bellows may get an opportunity. They're not exactly sure how it's going to work when the game gets going, and we see how things are going at that time.
When I last talked to you, spoke about having to be careful yourself about making judgments about the team and some of you guys out. So as you move forward about these guys, how are you judging this team with so many people in and out?
Yeah, it's hard for me to make a judgment on the team. Because of all the injuries. But as I told the team after the game in Montreal, it was probably one of our best games, and we find a way to lose. I know you guys want me to give you a judgment on who we are. I can't. I told you early in the year, maybe talk to me in December. I can't, because we don't have enough players that we feel is our team with us. But I respect the fact how hard they played in Montreal. I usually don't go into the room after the game. I made sure I did after that game because I thought we played our ass off.
Do you approach things differently when you have a bunch of really young guys?
Yeah,
trying to establish
yeah. The biggest thing with me is that, and I think I've said it the past week, we need to be patient here. And I'm not going to be patient with effort, but I'm going to be patient with everything else. The tying goal, we have guys in great position. They know what to do. They're trying. We don't get it done. I mean, excuse me, the tying goal at the end with the goalie pulled. I saw a lot of good things positionally wise with our team as what we went over prior to the Montreal game. So I see things growing. But we have so many bodies out. It's hard. And I need to respect the fact that we have some guys learning in situations where we didn't expect them to be at this point in time in November.
You kind of answered it a little bit, but how important is that balance of being patient, you're seeing the effort, but also kind of knowing you guys are in a little bit of a streak right here and kind of knowing it is going to be some growing pains with the young lineup you have?
Yeah, as far as the X's and O's and the execution, that's where we have to be patient. Things you can control, no matter if you're young, old, middle-aged, or whatever, is effort. And that's what I'm going to watch. I think a big part of our job when we're having some guys put in spots here, it gives us an opportunity, although we haven't practiced much, it's just teaching them what it is to be a pro. And when you're in a jam like this with as many people as we have out, I think when you try to get on the other side of it, and we get some people back, if we do, I think we're going to be a better team quicker because of some of the experiences they're gaining now. And sometimes it's not just on the ice, it's off the ice too. So that's how we have to approach it. It's a really important time for our coaching staff to help, to be with them, and go about it the right way.
Coming out of junior, Owen Tippett was known as a goal scorer. He's worked since he's been at the professional level to try to establish himself in that role as well. But in addition to being able to score, how much have you seen in his game away from the puck and also just as a playmaker as well?
Still has some work to do away from the puck, as all players do. You're going to ask a coach about away from the puck, there's always going to be a problem. There always is with coaches, with away from the puck. But the other part of his game, not only just his scoring, but I see him playing with a ton of confidence. He's willing to make plays. He makes a great play to Frosty in Montreal. Frosty just misses. He's willing to hold on to pucks. He's willing to take people on. He's grown. He's a different guy from when I first started with him in camp, and I think he's feeling it. And that's it's something for other people to watch. I think it's such a mental thing with players. When they just start feeling good, they allow their game to go, and I think that's what he's doing right now.
You've been through some of these games where hockey fights cancer nights. Does that kind of put everything in perspective? And are you gratified, or is it gratifying to see that the league is putting its resources towards something like that?
Yeah, it was emotional for me the other night in Montreal. Well, the buildings we've gone to that have recognized this. We're gearing up, winning and losing and all that, and the pressures that go with it. And I look at these kids that really, in real life situations, haven't really been given a fair chance and are fighting like hell. So you're damn right it puts it in perspective. And I thought Montreal was very touching to me as far as how they did it. Starting players were getting the kids to come out on the ice. I thought it was very well done. Other places too, but that one really hit home with me.
Sandstrom tonight, or Hart? Sandstrom, Hart.